Man, am I racist? I think the message was relevant, obviously, a few weeks ago when it came out in theaters. It's even more relevant now, given the fact that Kamala Harris is running dead even with Donald Trump in many of the polls right now. And her entire campaign is about diversity, equity, and inclusion. There was an article from the New York Times that came out late last week explaining that as vice president, one of her first acts was to scan intelligence reports for sexist language. Why don't you talk a little bit about the importance of Am I Racist and showing all your friends Am I Racist in the run-up to the election?
Yeah, I mean, the timing on this really, the thing is, it's interesting because when we came up with the idea for the film, 2 years ago, only a few months after What Is Woman came out, we assumed that when the election came, it would be, at that point, Joe Biden on his marionette strings, that they're, walking to the election. We didn't realize, of course, that Kamala Harris would be the nominee. We didn't know that when the movie came out, it would be right in the middle of an election where there's an actual DEI candidate. But that's the way that it worked out. So I think that the timing for this film, both to hit theaters and now the streaming platform, couldn't be better, because this really is, it's not just a slur to say that Kamala Harris is a DEI candidate. She is, in fact, the first DEI candidate in the history of this country, in that she's a presidential nominee who was put in that position, not voted into it purely because she checked demographic boxes, and she's obviously not qualified for the position that she's in. Nobody even really wants her there, even on her own side. I mean, that is DEI down to a T, and that is what we're exposing in the film, and also mocking ruthlessly and mercilessly, which I think is the best strategy against this madness, in my opinion.
Am I Racist? Now streaming only on DailyWire Plus. Rated PG-13.